Funnily enough, I didn't go to university. I went straight into the city at the age of 18, and I think it was the best decision I ever made because I learned by sitting next to people who were cleverer than me and being the person who asked the question.
Right, so up next, we wanted to speak with Jeremy regarding new candidates, entry-level people coming into the marketplace. You know, what journey can they expect when they're coming into foreign exchange, you know, as an entry-level candidate?
I think it's the same. It's very much a similar world to when I started. If you have a drive, if you have a motivation, and I'd also hasten to add that doesn't have to be money. I think a lot of people focus on this industry on commissions and high basic salaries and things like that, and money. But you can come in and your motivation can be the technological aspects of things. It can be the compliance aspects of things. It could be the marketing side of things.
Yeah.
It could be anything you really want it to be. But as long as you have a motivation to do that and work with some brands who are really doing some really interesting stuff and working quickly as well. I don't think there's many brands in this industry who are particularly stagnant at the moment.
Yeah.
They want to move fast, they want to break things, they want to be the best in the industry, and they're prepared to kind of be quite forceful in doing that. So if you're a young person coming into the industry and looking for a role that challenges you, then there's definitely lots of roles out there, but you have to be prepared to work for it.
Yeah.
And that's I doubt that's different to many industries out there. But
well, it's something we see a lot of. A lot of people not being prepared to work for it, especially entry level. I think they come out. They're full of everything that university teaches them. And carried into the market. They actually find themselves struggling. Entering into the industry because they realise that the hard work starts now. It doesn't stop at the end of university. It actually starts when they start the position.
Funnily enough, I didn't go to university. I went straight into the city at the age of 18, and I think it was the best decision I ever made because I learned by sitting next to people who were cleverer than me and being the person who asked the question. Why has that happened? Why have you done that?
Yeah.
I was really annoying for about 2 years. I must find the people at HSBC who I annoyed and apologise. But I was really annoying for 2 years because I was just the person who didn't understand it, and it wasn't because they told me it and I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
But I'd never been exposed to it before.
So is that the difference of success? Is the person that asks the questions? The person that's getting stuck in, the person that's been almost a nuisance to their management in terms of information?
Whenever I'm training, and I did a lot of training both on the sales, the dealing, the economic side of things, I always used to say there's no such thing as a stupid question. The stupid thing is not asking the question.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you've never been exposed to something, then you saying why does A equal B?
Yeah.
Then if the person doesn't teach you that, then they're a bad teacher. If they just expect you to know that off the top of your head and you've never been exposed to it, then they're a bad teacher. But if they sit there and say, oh, okay, sorry, let's go back, let's do this, A equals B, and if you do that, then also C equals D, then you just learned something that day, and then you can pass it on. Always ask the stupid question, because for most things, it's not actually a stupid question. Just lots of people sit there and go, oh, I can't ask the question because I don't want to look like a moron. When in fact, when you have to parrot that down the phone to someone in a sales call or a dealing call or something like that, and the client says, oh, what does that mean? And you don't know, that's going to make you look even sillier. And when I was, chief economist and head of strategy at Worldfirst, I would always say to people, don't go on the phone and bullshit. Don't go and make something up. If you don't, there's nothing wrong with the person saying, oh, I don't know actually. You know what? I'll come back to you.
Yeah.
I'll come back to you on that.
Good point. Yeah.
And then you call them back in, it could be the next day. It could even be 40 minutes later and said, James, I had a chat with one of the seniors here, the chief economist here, what that means for the, the Japanese yen. This is what they think.
Yeah.
And then you've come in and you've solved the problem for them.